literally in this room, I had this bit idea about this Alec Baldwin thing that I saw about a woman saying how much she loved him on SNL, and I thought it was so funny.
Yes.
And then she got called out for calling him a dumbass. I said, "Damn, that could be a funny bit." I know we haven't done a bit in a bit, have we?
No
we haven't
skits,
done a bit.
yeah, and
we haven't done a skit in a bit.
Good way to put it. And
why is that, Dan? Your response?
Put me on the spot, my friend. My goodness.
There's no like hidden. There's no hidden beef. No, generally, I just think we just stopped doing them, I guess.
I love the bits. I love the bits and the skits, and I think that the more we can do them for the show, the better it is. I think they've worked in the past when we've done them for fun, and we just have fun with it. And
they're quite topical, aren't they?
And that's the thing.
They are quite
I think it's a bit of an SNL type, like topical.
Shut up.
Topical skit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Keep up to date in the news.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What hilarious bit can we make this week?
Exactly. And it's hilarious. A bit of fun. It's nice to tack onto the show. So we love doing a little bit. As Connor mentioned, we did do that sort of opening Alec Baldwin bit.
Yeah.
That, is in reference to quite an interesting video.
Thank God! I've been let off shooting someone who died.
Oh well, that's right. So yeah, this video kind of comes off the heels of the news that Alec Baldwin has been acquitted, right?
Yeah, I believe it was taken from that court session. He's free.
Wow, I'm hearing this for the first time.
How do you feel if Alec Baldwin was with you?
If he didn't have a gun?
Yeah. Okay, let me...
Probably still threatened,
allow
to
me
be
to
honest.
rephrase. Alec Baldwin has a gun.
Well, as long as I don't have to wear a MAGA hat, I think I'll be okay. Yeah. And don't tell him, don't tell him that I believe in the wrong political party, because who knows what that guy might do.
And we say bye-bye.
No, I kid Alec Baldwin.
She was a... yeah.
You got something to say?
No.
Okay. We're not going to go there. No, look,
She was a Republican, folks.
I kid Alec Baldwin. God's sake. No, I think I might have said this on the show before, but my general take with regards to the Alec Baldwin charge is that I think that he was like a producer.
You got to me when you're talking.
Well, I just thought give you the reaction shot.
Of course,
I think that as much as he was an actor and he did the shooting in his role as an actor, I do think in his role as producer on set and on that film, I think that he had, honestly, in my opinion, more of a responsibility to make sure that that kind of stuff wasn't going to happen and wasn't going down. Sorry if that's controversial. I think
fine.
From what I understand, there was quite a lot of local New Mexico non-union workers, and this was also around the time of like the writers' strike and crews kind of striking and everything. And so from what I understand, I think a lot of the, unfortunately, errors that came, were a part of oversight by producers as well. And as much as I think any other actor that had just gone on the day and done their job and shot a gun that killed someone would not be at fault, I think that unfortunately Alec Baldwin did, in my personal opinion, have a bit more of responsibility as a producer on the project. Now, he was acquitted and he's not going to be charged. So they obviously the court, when it came down to it, decided that it didn't really make sense to charge, good old Alec with this crime. And you know what? If that's the court's decision, I got nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I think it's really important that producers do make sure the set, I think producers have a responsibility to maintain a safe set, even if you're an actor in the production. But at the same time, I do agree with what people are saying about, in his role as an actor, if you're given a gun and you shoot and it killed someone, I don't think that's the actor's fault. I think he bears some responsibility as a producer, but that's my take. That's my political take. What do you?
I kind of literally see myself as a big star.
Yeah, that's Alec Baldwin all over, isn't it, folks? I mean,
well, he's acquitted.
He is acquitted, and
how dare you make jokes about him?
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, Alec.
No, that's okay.
just as
I found this clip on Twitter though. It's so fucking funny.
just as Alec has been a big star
Allow
on
me to
the small screen and the big screen,
ball opener.
You know, in 30 Rock and all these other productions, he's been literally a big star. Recently, he's been able to almost reach heights of stardom that maybe
literally
he
see myself as a big star.
didn't even expect, because he certainly, with all of this hullabaloo about the trial, has been getting a lot of coverage and been getting discussed. Clips from the trial have been going mega viral.
Yes.
And this clip in particular went viral this week, and this is exactly what we were parroting in our opening skit. It's a good bit of fun, so let's take a look and see some of...
And enjoy
see the awkward situation that Alec got left in.
Appreciated the acting that he did on Saturday Night Live, and I really appreciate his politics.
You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying.
Right. So that's she definitely said that.
So
She's guilty AF.
she said that shit.
She's guilty as fuck. Come on. Can we not deny that at least?
Yeah, I think that it's funny.
What? Because now he's in the room, Mr. Big movie star, Mr.
I kind of literally see
Mr.
myself as a big
I
star.
feel like
star.
she clearly did not expect to have that quote at least referenced to her.
Well, you said it.
Yeah, and she did say it. So
Look, I think this is because that's the thing with these.
I do love
court hearings. They get, especially all the big ones, like you know how all that bullshit with you know, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yes,
you know,
all these big court cases, and
you know all
the media
she's
just loves
shit
to
in my
cover
bed
it.
and you know all that kind of thing. But that was all covered by.
I will say, I do love this look that he gives when
He's got a good head of hair.
I think she's when the guy says cocksucker,
Yeah,
he does make a funny look.
Cocksucker.
Well,
He's like, huh?
look, Alec, you might have a great head of hair. What a crazy thing to say, though. Like, I loved him on SNL. Like, what a nuts thing to say.
Yeah, on the jury stand, on the witness box, to be like, I loved him on SNL. I love his politics.
I found you so hilarious on SNL.
He really healed the country by making funny Trump noises.
Okay, like his bit on SNL was okay.
It was okay.
Dare I say it, Dan? It was just okay. By the way, someone making fun of Trump, I know he dressed up as him, and we've seen fucking Shane Gillis do it this week. I'm over that. I'm kind of over this whole, like, you know, I know Alec's not a comedian, but, you know, it's like famous person who is dressed up as Trump.
Trump is such a unique figure
him.
that
Like, it's just so cringe.
Look, if
I'm saying no to that, Dan.
If you're going to do a Trump impersonation based on how insane and eccentric and how much of a showman that Trump himself is, any Trump impersonation, you have to like go 10 times bigger to do a better job than Trump does himself. And I think it's kind of an impossible task. Like anyone trying to do a Trump impersonation, it's a losing battle because, you know, it's... Although I will say, I will shout out to the guy on SNL who does the Trump impressions these days.
Who's that?
His name is, I think it's James Austin Johnson or something. I can't remember his exact name. But he does do a good Trump impression. I'll give him that. Our Trump impression?
Daniel, I am enjoying doing the podcast with you.
I am so glad to be here with my best pal. My best pal in the whole world, folks.
Well, look,
the entire world.
Look, we do. But hey, if I do a Trump impression, I ain't expecting anyone to give me a fucking, in court of all places, a bit of a, get out of jail free card because his Trump impression is so great. I don't know if that's coming in to save me.
Your Honor, did you consider that I made fun of Donald Trump on TV?
Well, great.
Yeah. Maybe you should acquit me, you know?
his impression on SNL. It's so dumb.
It healed the nation.
What a crazy thing to bring up. Oh, you know SNL, that great show that everyone loves.
Also, it's so strange in a court hearing to be like, I really like his politics. Like, what are you talking about? That's so random.
Do you know what's so funny? I feel like SNL is just a show that like would never get cancelled. Like it's such a staple, I think.
Yeah.
I think even if
so.
views were so bad, I generally don't think it's a show that will ever get cancelled. So it's like
It's the show that brings New York together, folks.
Sure.
That's why Trump's hosted SNL in the past, my friend.
And that's what that's what I don't like about it. Like, I think, I'm sure political views can change, of course. We all go through different political views. But it's true. When Jimmy Fallon had fucking Trump on and then he's shitting on him, like, yeah, all the kids loved it, folks.
They loved it. They just loved it.
And then a year later, he's making fun of him. And it's like, so, you had Trump on. Was it during his presidential run? Was that when he went on?
What the hell do you have to lose, right?
Yes, I believe it was when he was running in 2016. He went on Jimmy Fallon.
No,
and he rustled
SNL.
his hair.
SNL.
I think it was 2015, I want to say, that he went on.
Right. But still, like, he's a controversial figure.
Absolutely.
And I think they at least agreed to have him on. I know now he has been president and is running for president again. It's just kind of funny how, like, oh, suddenly this guy we had on who we actually don't agree with him and we're going to shit on him.
At
But
the
they
end of
had
the
him
day-
on. They had him on. They full on had him on. He was the host.
At the end of the day, a show like SNL, to me, I think the place that it should occupy in the culture is just to be entertainment, just to be silly, make fun of how the world is type
Do
entertainment.
you tune into it? Because I know you're a bit of an SNL fan.
I do watch an SNL here and there. Sometimes if there's an interesting guest or I hear
Do you
there's a
enjoy
couple
the
of-
political banter
Honestly, the best,
that's going on?
in my opinion, some of the best skits in recent SNL years have been the non-political ones where it's just funny. It's just trying to be a funny sketch, and
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong, can they make a contemporary political commentary in a way that's funny? It's possible, but more often than not, it just ends up being cringe. And it's like, does the entertainment we consume have to always have a moral message like you have to think this way or you have to think this way? It's okay to just make fun of shit and have goofs and be funny without necessarily having to take a moral stand on every thing, I don't know.
Thank you, Dan.
Just saying. Sorry.
Okay. I don't know. I just think I don't watch SNL.
Like my point is
Despite what
I
other
think-
people would say.
I think it's lame that they had him on and proceeded to like diss him massively. But I think that it's like
Yeah.
the show can just exist for the purpose of entertainment and satirizing
I would
what's
say the
going
same
on,
for any politician. I'm not just. I know one of our lovely viewers, Jimmy, said that we're Trump supporters,
Whoa.
and I ain't. But like, I would just say like, any politician coming on, it's like, well, it's funny how like that week they were your guests, but then like any other week, you're gonna fucking shit on them and destroy them. And I know politicians should be shat on, but it's funny because like you reap the rewards of them coming on the show. You I'm sure got great views. I'm sure you made a lot of money from it, and then to be like, also in the next week, like, fuck this guy. But anyway.
Bruh. I'm gonna come.
It's all happening, folks.